When I came to this country, I was 10 years old. Well, I moved to Auburn 5 years ago, working in a different community. And as soon as I got here, I noticed there was a huge need for a Hispanic community. So I could really relate to them, how difficult it is not to speak the language, not to know the culture. That's how God showed me that we need to help that community that they were missing out. So coming to Auburn was something completely new for me. I didn't even know about Auburn. Before I came here, I think it was mainly almost 2 years and a half, on the fall of 2015. And then on April of 2016, the program became official with the name and everything as a non-profit, Esperanza House. Well, we started with the student program twice a week, and we started actually with 7 children. One of the needs I saw them having, it was mainly they didn't speak the language, so it was really difficult for them to do the homework or for their parents to help them to do the homework, either because they came from another country or because they were born here and the parents didn't speak the language. Well, within those 6 months, we used to work with the children every Tuesdays and Thursdays. That was the goal from day one. We started again with, I would say, maybe 4 tutors, volunteers, and within 6 months, it grew to 22 volunteers, since the program grew from 7 children to 18 children within 5-month period. So God kept multiplying and kept multiplying the children that we work with.
I got involved from probably it was about November 3 years ago. The mission of Esperanza House started out to just help kids that we became aware of. Odalys started the group just by inviting some kids to the public library for tutoring and got some college students to volunteer through a university program called SAM, Student Association of Mentoring.
What did they do? Race car, that's right. So what did they do with the cars?
They did the matter that they put picture.
Yeah. 9 minus 4. You're so good at this. Hey, 13 minus 5. This one's a little bit harder.
Treat everyone
I get so.
something and use our purpose.
Excellent, good.
On the way to the next slide, everyone prepares their treat.
I'm Justin Nail. I'm from Birmingham. I'm a senior in biomedical sciences and Spanish here at Auburn. And I've been working with the Esperanza House for about a year now. I've honestly seen a great impact that I've had with the kids. Directly, I've noticed that I make a tangible impact in that I can help them not only with reading, with doing math and things like that, but I feel as though me helping them really instills a sense of confidence in them. I feel like when they sort of get the opportunity to practice and show what they learn in the classroom with someone else, it sort of makes that knowledge concrete in their minds. And I think that when they get the opportunity to come and read with us, it really means a lot to them.
Just chips and Pepsi. What do you do?
through Esperanza House, there's a lot more opportunities than just tutoring. And so I've actually taken a few of the kids to an art museum, the Joel Smith College, and there they got to go through some galleries and just learn about art. And they actually got to draw their own sort of drawings based off the art that they got to view. I've taken them to Chick-fil-A, just sort of fun things like that that allow them to get out of the house and be together and be with us. So.
This is the graphic book session. So the last name is Tusaka, so you have to do the graph.
There you go.
So my professor knows the previous intern, Otilia Paracelli, and so when she heard what kind of internship I was looking for, something with, a Spanish background, helping the local community in poverty, she thought this would be perfect. So my major is global studies, and so that focuses on the world and the problems that are in it, so poverty, low income, disadvantaged populations, and so my minor is hunger studies and Spanish, and so I'm working for a nonprofit that addresses all of those needs, and that's why I love the work that I do. It's been a lot more than I thought. I work 40 plus hours a week, and I never expected to be 20 and have a full-time job, but it's really rewarding. Even just from August to now, seeing them grow and be so friendly with the tutors and volunteers, it's just so great to see.
The number one short-term goal for Esperanza House is to grow instead twice a week for tutoring, to go to 4 times a week. Right now, Esperanza House is my house where I live, or we do it at the library. So our long-term goal is to have a bigger location or a bigger house where children can come in and we can have room for a computer lab where they can come in and do their homework, or different room like a study room, and they can come in. So that will be a long-term goal.
Okay. Well, this is our garage where we keep donation for our families. People from the community come in and continue donating. So now we're collecting for the winter. So we do collect some of the winter jackets that we do have. Family has come in and give it to us. We have some of the jackets for children and for teenagers, which they have here as well. We have some blankets. We definitely got some toys so we can give to the children now during the Christmas season, besides other ones. So the idea is we're going to put everything outside like a yard sale, but it's actually going to be free, and the family come in and they pick what they need. So that way we can keep recycling the clothes and the items that we do have here. So mainly that's what we do for the Esperanza House families.
I'm taking this. Oh my gosh!
Nomás le tocó yo poquito. Oh, no, pero hay muchas cosas. Sí, sí estaba, pero ella lo estaba. Ay, qué frío. Pero tampoco me tira la
When Odalys lived in a neighborhood where there were quite a few families, that is how we met our original families, and most of them knew someone, had a friend, and it just became a domino effect. And so then once the school got involved and trusted us too, they would contact us with kids. So we got involved with it just by being asked to help. We helped be their voice, I guess, and communicate, hey, we need something, and communicated with our friends, and it just led to more families. We believe that if those families are healthy, it's healthier for our school. So we definitely have some kids who made it over here by themselves somehow, and they needed to go to mental health and meet with a counselor because of some traumatic things from their past. I think that's probably what really hooked me personally in. And one of the girls in particular, she came to us hating everything, hating everybody, and a year later she's just transformed into someone who's in the community, involved in extracurricular activities, helping tutor other kids, bringing other kids into the program. So I think seeing that success is
what it's all worth.
In the community as a whole, I've seen a real awareness. I think one of the biggest things that several of us on the board would say is how this has become a community thing instead of sometimes groups become exclusive or become represented by one church or one nonprofit organization, and we feel like we have seen several churches, you know, like 5 churches have really kind of come around us. So just having the university and some groups there, we've had multiple groups and people. It's not just one group. I think that it's become something that the community has really come around, and that's been really rewarding too.
Thank you.
Maybe you want to come clean up the table. Recogen la mesa.
Well, it's been a huge impact. I mean, we can see the community coming closer as well with the family, being very supported with the family. I mean, we are in a very blessed community of Auburn. There's so many people that wants to help. There's so many people that wants to be there for the family. We can see the impact with the children, you know, excelling at school, doing better at school. We had a student that was able to go from 5th grade to 7th grade. So that's one of the things. The reason that we did call Esperanza House, since it means hope, and that's like some hope to the community for the Hispanic family that they hear in our backyard, as myself, as being Hispanic, you know, to have hope and to have families and other communities coming and helping them.
I'm coming down. Get out.
Wait, good. No, start sitting. Start sitting.
No bunny ears. No bunny ears.